Santa Clara, California. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's Walker on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Walker. The open man is Westbrook. Well, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. 18 yards, first down Niners.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Harold Landry, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Down Seahawks.
The numbers for Howard a week ago. 3 catches, 71 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now
on the draw is Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Herbert now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We're scoreless after one.
At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Walker, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
At their own 30.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the...
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
The Seahawks.
They'll run to Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Going for... And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
San Francisco gets set to go here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. A pass there complete to Westbrook. 7 yards the pickup there.
Westbrook. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Walker. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Walker now from the gun on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Westbrook.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend. in the NFL. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs, as that promises to be a tight one. Then in the afternoon window, all eyes will be on Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it will be the Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. That's caught by Howard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by...
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 28.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Walker. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. On the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Walker. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down 49ers. The shotgun, it's a give to McCoy, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Walker. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Here's Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved down in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down, it's Herbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Alexander, 4 yards on.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Is third.
Able to find Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 49ers.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Throwing again on 2nd down. Walker, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Operating from the gun, Walker. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Walker, back to the air on 2nd down. That swung out to Mostert. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
5-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Here's 24. Seahawks 20.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 4, and time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor, 54 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now it's the Niners' turn, trailing by a field goal. 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. The open man is Westbrook. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And less than a yard.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Herbert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Herbert now to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Herbert. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Seattle.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. close to taking a fourth-quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in